Hello everyone, I'm John Russell and I'd like to welcome you to Craft Art Collectibles YouTube channel. In this video I'm going to continue painting on the Reed Spring Grist Watermill. In this video I'm going to continue painting some of the tree work in. I want to get around the building for the mill, and then I'm going to continue on with the actual building itself. So let's see how far I can get. I already have some paint mixed up. I'll bring you on up in here. Now one thing I'm going to do is take this out. Bring in some brighter blue through here, and then I'll have branches coming up. There's another tree that comes up from right here. From right here on this side right here, comes up right here, and it has some branches all through here. And then this tree right here has branches, and it's actually crooked, and I still have to do some work to it to make it look right. And then there's another tree just on this corner, and then this tree right here needs a little bit more work. So, and I'm also going to bring this line down a little further. I'm going to brighten this back up some, and then I'm going to raise this shadow back further to get it closer to the picture. So let's get started. I'm going to start off by putting the blue up here. Let's do that. I actually have some company over, and he's sitting here watching me right now. He's in the background here. You mind being in the video? Do you mind being in the video?
I ain't in there very long. You gonna keep me in there, are you?
No. Alright, so my buddy over here, his name is John. John and John. I'm John, he's John. We get in trouble for being John all the time. So basically I'm just going to cover this back up. Down through here. You'll never even know it was there unless I put a light behind it. Which you never know, I might do. There's tree limbs that come all back through here. But more of the sky is still showing. So they're not real thick. Oh, I'd also like to say that depending on who comes to the house here, could have some extra company. The wife is actually off doing a few things, so she might come in. My daughter has one of her friends over here right now. They're in the back room. We'll see how long these girls will stay quiet. I can actually hear them right now, and I have some hearing loss, so who knows, you may be able to hear them. So basically I'm just using a, looks like a number 4 flat. Alright, so some of these brushes date way back. I mean, I bought my daughter and my son both painting kits with oil paints in them years ago. They never did anything with them. Can't remember if I think my daughter tried it once. Tried to do something. But never did nothing with them, so I'd been watching Bob, wow, since I was a kid, since I was my daughter's age.
My phone, that's all it was.
I was sitting there watching them, and I figured, you know what, I want to pull this out and see what I can do. So I did. I'll have to do a video that shows a lot of my starting paintings. Because that paint didn't last long. Those little tubes. And he puts more, Bob will put more out on his palette in one color than what's in these little tubes. All right, old crooked tree. All right, let's see here. So it's Saturday afternoon. All right. You know what? I'll go ahead and clean this up here. Somewhat. Don't have to, but. I like it. I like it lots. All right. Let's put this blue back. Well, you know what? I might as well use it in this couple spots down here. Now, basically, all I'm doing is, no, can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. I'm just filling in some spots here. I'm getting ready to come across here, paint this in here, paint the back side of this. I'm going to paint the roof and probably the back color for it, just so I can start letting it set up. We'll see how it works as far as when I start putting the actual tiles and then making the wood look the way it's supposed to. We'll see what happens. Now it turns out, so far, and I just noticed this the other day, or actually yesterday, that my videos turn out to be about 52 minutes and 42 seconds long. I don't know how that turns out that way. I thought I was going to gain some time. Oh no. I thought I was going to gain some time by switching my memory over to my memory card, and I didn't. It still turned cut off. You got some more trees coming in there. We'll see how far I get. I got a bunch of different greens over here mixed up. Like 5 different kinds, colors to include. I can, every time you mix one with the other, it's gonna come through a different way, you know. All right, I'm gonna clean this brush off. Get the last bit out of here. This guy peeking through there a little bit there. I'm getting ready to dab some more stuff on there anyway. More branches. Alright, let me clean a couple things up here. Colored that in. We'll see how it looks after that paint dries. Now what I'm going to probably do is bring that tree line down closer. Bring this tree line down. Ooh. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up the edge of this tree right here with this, by highlighting this tree. You'll see here. I already got I'm just going to hit it in a couple spots here. I just dab a couple of spots here and there. Because this does look a little brighter than alright. I like that. Maybe some really bright highlights out here on the side. Get a good view of that, John?
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's like trees.
Alright. You got a shout out to anybody?
No.
No? Yeah? Alright. So, you do a little on the other side here. I'm still going to bring bark and stuff onto this tree. It's just not something I'm going to do right now. They're back there. She was supposed to be cleaning her desktop off, but it sounds like they're rustling, don't it?
There's a lot of laughing going on.
Yeah.
Little under the sound barrier giggling kind of stuff.
Alright. So I'm going to bring this tree down a little further. So what I'm doing is I'm bringing in some darker greens right underneath here. And then I'll casually mix them in. This brighter green here, which I'll come in here with. You know, after you get done painting, you can step back and take a different look at the painting. And I probably should do that throughout the time I'm painting in a session, but you don't always get to do that. I'll start doing that. You know, really, I was saying the other day that time flies. I wasn't kidding. And you're doing this. Now, what I'm going to probably do is continue the painting after my time runs out here. We'll see what happens, because I got it done again. I got it set again where it's not supposed to do anything. So who knows? So let me continue this down here. Oh, it sounds like you got the music going in there. Yeah. All right. Now I wanted to bring that down, so let's do that. Way I'm going to do that. So I'm just going to use my 4 again, 4 flat. And I'm going to bring in some of this darker. Like I said, I'm going to bring this down. I'm going to bring it down to about right here, about a half an inch or so. And then I'll come back in with the hint of sticks and stuff. Now, all I'm gonna do is take out the excess off this brush. I'm not even worried about cleaning it. But what I will do is add just a drop of thinner on here. And we'll add a few things. You know, depending on how you work that brush and how you add the colors, you get you get the different shaped bushes. You know, yeah, some showing more sunlight. It's a matter of blending. Although I can tell you now, we're gonna have to work on the bottom of that tree just a little bit more. No big deal. Go ahead and bring in a few dark marks here. I'm just getting a little on the end of my palette knife. Rubbing some indications of sticks. Just touching the end of the knife on the you just don't want a big glob on there, or you're gonna leave a big glob. And really, if you do leave a glob on there, you're gonna run it you could run it a couple different ways. So like got a kind of a glob right there. You just work it several different ways and it just looks like shadow in the background. Little stuff here and there. Alright. So I'm gonna continue across here. I should have had you keep time, John.
A little late now, isn't it?
No, not really. I just got to remember to stand up. Oop.
First time I looked at the clock for a while, it was 20 after 4.
It's 26 minutes.
Been 26 minutes?
Well, it's going on 26. It's 26 about now.
You got a timer on that video thing?
Oh, yeah.
Then you didn't need a timer.
It tells me how long a video is.
If you want me to time you and let you know you're about out of time.
As long as I keep track, I'm all right. I really do need somebody over here to help out. And I can get some help every now and then. But I have so much that I could get done, it's unreal. You know what I mean? So many different projects. So many different videos I could be making. Follow me? Shoot, I got arrowhead videos I could be making. The copper flowers videos. Cutting geodes.
That's kind of interesting to watch.
Yeah. Cutting those geodes open. Yeah. What I should do is cut them open. Cut like a set of 4 open. Decide which ones to put in a package for sale. You know what I'm saying?
After you cut them?
After I cut them. All right. I'm gonna add some. Highlights to this one here. Took forever to get those girls out of the house. Oh my. Took forever. Alright. Almost lost track of what I was doing here. Let me make sure I can see. So, I'm going to be painting this stuff right here. Working this stuff in. Be using these darker colors. Let me go ahead and get some couple tree limbs in. Oh, shoot. What do I want to leave in and what do I want to leave out? Alright, let me do this. I'm going to set this brush aside for a minute. I want to grab something a little bigger. Okay. Now I got different brushes that I've smashed out to make leaves and stuff like that. This happens to be, and you can see this is old. And this is out of a $10 packet of brushes from Hobby Lobby. I got so many brushes sitting around here, it's unreal. Probably not as many as most painters, but I've got a few brushes. So what I'm going to do is come up in here. Now I'm not going to move the camera over, but I do have a picture right this way of what I'm painting here. And I'm just trying to get a feel for what I need to do. It reminds me, let me do this. I'm taking out some of this shadow here because it doesn't really show. I can bring my greens back in, back and forth anytime I want. I'm going to just feather that in a little bit there. Now this tree actually is supposed to be a little thicker. I want to mix up. Well, actually, you know what? We'll just go ahead and clean this brush up. Bring in some black right off the side. Because it actually has a gray, dark gray tint to it in the picture. Feather that in a little bit here. Again, I'm colorblind. So, I've already let some people know that what you see is different from what I see. All right. Actually, this shadow gets brought back up a little more. Which is going to be this. I didn't realize how hungry I was until I started painting this.
Should have single gun.
I made 2 different kinds of gravy this afternoon. Just did it.
Chased your other cook out the house.
Huh?
You chased your other cook to the laundromat.
What are you talking about? Yeah, I have to admit she does cook. Not as much as I do, but
She cooks good when she wants to.
oh yeah. Key word, I heard. Mm-hmm. I'm just kind of shading in a few things here. All right. Take a drink of my coffee here. Oh, I sure wish we could play some music, you know? Just can't. Let me grab me something to eat real quick. Right back. So much for that snack. No snack. Alright, so let's get back into this green.
What's
Like
that
that
one blue
just,
dot at the bottom?
what's what?
Look at the bottom of your painting, that one. Is that just a drip?
Yeah, that's just a drip. That'll be gone. Yeah, that's good. Alright. Rinse this one off. Actually, just leave that on there for now. Now I'm going to come back over here to this other brush. I wanted to paint some trees and some other stuff. Let me go ahead and go back into this. I'm going back into this lighter, brighter green, whatever you want to call it. And add some highlights back here. I'm going to make a mixture of colors between these two greens here. Now there's actual few branches coming down off of this tree here. There's some green stuff in between there, another branch coming out here, a few other things. And we got a tree coming up right here. Let me go ahead and do this though. Bringing some highlights back here. Still need to make this one look like it's on its own. But I'll come back and mess with that here in a little bit. And pick up some really bright highlights here. Like I said, I'm going to continue this painting. I'm trying to make these dots look fairly small. Or some of them, I should say. Now basically what I'm doing right now is bringing in the background, making the background pop. then I'll bring in the stem or the branches from this, and then this tree. But I'm going to work my way over this way. You ever know? Change my mind. Now, once we start getting over here, gets thick right through here, and there's a little more showing into here, but this is pretty well greened out. There's a lot of trees back there. So what I'm gonna do is come in here, a hodgepodge of different colors. I'm just making all kinds of different shapes, trying to give it a leaf pattern with the end of that. Going back and forth. I hear the young ones back there.
Like they're sneaking up into the hallway to see what you're doing.
Uh-huh. Well, I sure wish I could see that better. I have a little bit paler of a color. I wanted to keep
They look
this.
like they're spring leaves.
I wanted to keep these a little bit paler. That way you could see the difference between the trees. I'm guessing. I said again. Couldn't tell you the different greens. I know what they're supposed to be. Because I added the color. They basically take a lime green like that. At least that looks lime green to me. You have some white to it. And you'll get that. Alright, let me get back up here. Can I get off there? I wanted to add some stuff to that.
Did you turn your fan back off?
Yeah.
I might step outside and smoke on this a little bit.
Your cigar?
Yeah.
Well, I can, actually this video
Is almost over. About 15
Yes.
minutes. 15 minutes yet?
no, about 6 minutes.
That's it?
Mm-hmm.
That went quick.
Yeah, it went quick. So basically, like I said, I am going to continue with what I'm doing.
But this looks like a 3-month painting for you.
Oh yeah, it's a big painting.
No, but I'm just saying, you just got started and you stop and you put more detail in it after you get it almost done.
Oh yeah. more and more detail.
You're only that far across the board now because you gotta stop and add a little detail here and there.
Yep. You know it. They're just building up stuff, layer by layer, you know. Yeah, not much time left at all. And, you know, there's still little spots of the sky shining through right there, so we're good. I'm just gonna continue this. I'll step outside, take a little break for a minute. John's got a cigar back here he wants to take a couple puffs off of. I don't feel like turning the attic fan on. I got a good attic fan, it just makes a lot of noise. Those blades back there rattle.
Go peep in on your girls before we go outside.
Oh, I can hear them. What are you talking about? I'm deaf and I can hear them girls back there. They're doing fine. Now, to get it up into here, this is all got to be covered in. I don't know if you guys can see, but I did pencil in the shape of the building here. There's part of the roof. It's all going to be what looks like a log cabin. Little window right here. Not worried about doing drawing everything out. I don't normally do that. There's only a few different paintings that I'll actually put a drawing down to do.